You're going to probably hear my fans in the background. So one of my friends online is with 2 feet outdoors. The number 2, the word feet, and outdoors. And he is an avid kayaker, boater. He just loves the water. He is originally from, I believe he's originally from New York, and he kayaks and takes us on an adventure with him to places in New York and New Jersey. And on one of his trips to New Jersey, he explored a boat that was abandoned, a ship that was abandoned. Took us on the boat with him, took us kayaking to the boat, took us on the boat with him, showed us. That boat is old. You could tell by the phone that's on there, and you could tell. Well, apparently somebody ratted him out or something, and somebody ratted him out to the owner of the boat, the ship. And they contacted the authorities, and he ended up getting subpoenaed to go to court for trespassing. Now, here's where it gets weird. And I do believe, I don't want to hear any legal jargon. I don't want to hear about due process. I don't want to hear about any of that, because this is about making money. This is about the New Jersey court system making money. Okay? It should be an open and shut case, and the courts are designed to put a bunch of legal verbiage on it to make it seem like it's legit, when in reality, this is cut and dry. And Milo's getting on my last nerve. It should be cut and dry. He took us there whenever he went, when the first time he went there. Took us there again to show us that there was no trespassing sign. Well, the first time there was no trespassing. What? There was no trespassing, and then the next time he went, there was a sign that said no trespassing. Anybody with eyeballs that work could clearly tell you that the no trespassing sign is brand new. It don't have hardly any dirt on it. The back of it is bright white. It's a new sign. But the court can't make money if this is an open and shut case. So he had to get a lawyer, and I'm sure, the owner, whatever, has to get an attorney in. This has to be dragged out and dragged out and dragged out, because that is how the courts make money. And I think it's gross. To be quite honest, I think it's gross, because look at all the times that criminals should have been nailed, and they weren't. They were given soft sentences. And we all know when that shit started. So don't even get me started on when that crap Okay, y'all know. Those of you that are smart know. The cult members don't know, because they're cult members. But this is an open and shut case, clearly. The owners are trying to be slick. Shut up and lay down. I'm sick of it. The owners are trying to be sneaky, and they're trying to be slick. And, okay. They're trying to be slick by putting up, in a minute, just wait. They're trying to be slick by putting up the no trespassing after the fact, and then saying that the no trespassing sign was already there. No, the hell it wasn't. And unless your eyes don't work, you could clearly see that was a brand new sign. They put it up after he was on there. There was no trespassing sign anywhere to be seen. Not on the ship, not on the dock, not on the property, on the ground, or anything. None of that. So I'm going to tell you what should happen that I guarantee you is not going to happen. Because, again, this is all about making money. We're going to drag this shit out for as long as we can so everybody can get paid. Stupid. And it's getting to be a fine line between the court system, a blurry line between the court system and the criminals, to be quite honest, because this is just ridiculous. Anyway, it should be open and shut, period. It should be open. Y'all put the sign after the fact. We can obviously see that. That's a brand new sign. Case closed. And that's what should happen in addition to that individual that owns that ship that was abandoned needs to be given a time limit to get that crap out of there. You're going to pay out of your pocket. This is an ideal world, and what I would do, I would give him a time limit to get that nasty ass thing out of the water. Because you had no business abandoning it in the first place. You're supposed to get rid of it properly, whatever that means, because I'm not a ship owner. So I don't have a clue what that entails. But since you want to make a big deal about something and try to be slick, you got 60 days to get that sucker out of there. Or 30 days or whatever. 60 is fair. Will that happen? Probably not. Will this continue to drag on? Probably. And it's open shut. It was obvious as hell. There was no sign there. Initially, there was nothing. Because one thing, his name is Matt. One thing that he does not do, he does not go where he's not wanted. He doesn't go where he's not welcome. He does not go where it says do not trespass. Trespassers will be prosecuted. He don't play that. He makes sure that he's not invading on someone's private property. So I don't know how this is going to go. So far, not so good. And it's obvious as the sun in the sky. It's as obvious as hell that the court is dragging this shit out on purpose. Anybody with common sense, any judge with common sense will see that sign, was not there until after the fact. And they're lying, pretending it was always there. Matt does not invade like that. He just doesn't. All right, you guys take care. Much love, and I'll talk to you later. If you ever want to check out his channel, again, it's called 2 Feet Outdoors. And he's brave. He's brave. He's got an Oru kayak. It's one of those Japanese foldable deals. He puts that sucker in the ocean, in the lake, creeks. He don't care. He goes. He goes, and he goes, and he goes. He's not afraid of nothing. He's not afraid of open water. He's a tough cookie. All right, you guys take care. Much love. Bye.